Okay, chat is up. Chat is up. Chat is up. I saw some of the diehards in the chat, baby. Some of the diehards in the chat. Hey, y'all doing? This is LVO Tour. Fancy action now in the beautiful Zen Studios. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull up my own live stream and do what I have been told. Do what I have been told. Holy crap. Now live on your channel, baby. I'm getting some weird. Oh, watch now. Yes. Fancy action now. Top chat. Chat is up. Oh, watch now. Yes. Chat is. Top chat. Chat Oz up. Chat is. Chat Oz up. All right, I will leave my chatty chat right there. Fantastic. Welcome to the live chat, baby. Yay! I don't want to learn more, man. Chat publicly is fancy action now. You said it, baby. I am getting parched from all that conversation. By the way, came from UPS. Baltimore Retro Gaming, one of your brothers brought this to me and is bringing me something else too. Worthy of an unboxing, yes. Cyberpunk 2077, still in the plastic. Wow. All right, so this is my Xbox 360 Top 10 Gems, Part 2. I may get through all 3 of them today. I would hope so. I want to. I wish to. I wish to focus my will on getting these videos done. So, with that being said, let's just jump right in. Top 10, Cyberpunk 2077, Game of the Year, baby. Game of the Year, baby! You mean it's not The Last of Us 2? It's not The Last... Oh, my God. Okay. All right, now this is one of these either system cases where it's like Xbox One or Xbox 360. This is Doom 3 BFG Edition. Now, some of the versions of the game are not the best in this collection. They're not the worst, but they're not the best. Doom poster included. So you get a classic Doom poster in here. It's still sealed because I have the BFG Edition in other iterations. Definitely have it for PC on Steam, and I've got it on other systems as well. So the BFG Edition is a great value because you get so much gaming on this one. There's so many, Doom 1, Doom 2. It is a really, really nice Doom collection. It should be in kind of like a collection. It's really one of the best collections on the system. But I don't think a lot of people really just went out and grabbed the BFG Edition. You really, really should. Because you want to talk about like a lot of gaming on one disc. And I'm a big fan of Doom 3. Like a lot of people are like, oh, that's not what I thought it was going to be. And the graphics and the new engine really freaked me out when I first saw it. I was like, whoa. I just thought that was just cool as hell. And it still has this like evilly kind of plastic look to it. It looks freaking evil, but like synthetic evil. It's just like a computer evil. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm expressing that correctly, but the imps are crazy. The jump scares are ridiculous. We got somebody in the chat. Let's see. Who's in me chat? Who's in me chat, boyo? You are bombarding me with content. It's a fire hose, bro. And you're a teacup, and I'm just like holding the valve going, ah! There's a meme for you. Ah! Okay. Yes, I am fire hosing content. Can you believe I got all this set up? I've done 3 collections. I've done 3 collections like this. That's a lot of work, baby. It's a heck of work. That's a hell of work. But I'm having fun doing it. I mean, this is a reason to have the collection, is to yank it all out once in a while and be like, look at this crazy shit, you know? It's like, all right. Another id game. Hidden gem. It is the dark horse of the Doom Quake series, and that is Quake 4. There's another big YouTuber. I think he's as big as me. G-Man Lives. He's got a huge channel. G-Man Lives. It used to be G-Man Lives, and he got so big he just bought G-Man Lives. So G-Man Lives likes this game and recommends this game. And so do I. It is a good sequel. It is a good game. Is it like incredibly groundbreaking? Not really. You get to be a Strogg. That's the thing. You get to become a Strogg. And it's like fighting evil with evil kind of thing. And it's kind of a subtle thing when you think about it, where you're like this Marine who's up against this like machine race that uses flesh and machinery like cyborgs, and you have to become a cyborg. It's a subtle thing. But the combat is solid. The graphics are solid. It's a solid game. I think Quake 4 may be even like its own rating out of a top 10. No, I think a lot of people gave this a 4, but I would give this a 7. A 6 or a 7. It's above average. Is it great? No. Is it good? Yeah. Quake 4. If you're a Quake fan, especially like Quake 2 days. Remember the Quake 2 days? I love Quake 2 and the multiplayer. This had a worthy multiplayer component to it too. A really good multiplayer. It was by far more popular in multiplayer than it was just as a general first-person shooter. But it is a good, solid game. Quake 4. It's the dark horse, man. It's the one that, you know, everybody forgets to talk about. Everybody talks more about this, the BFG edition, than they talk about this. You know, it's a great game. Quake 4 is a great game. It's a good game. It looks good. It plays good. It's an interesting title. And again, if this came out in another era, it would be a huge hit. I mean, if this came out, like if this was the sequel to Quake 2 instead of like Tournament or Arena, Quake 3, I think this would have been done much better. But it's still a very worthy game. And if you're a fan of id, if you're a fan of Doom, if you're a fan of the Quake series, you need to own Quake 4. Your bottom line. And if you're not, you know, go to hell. There you go. Let's catch up with T. What's T got? What's T got for me? Sinful computery. Yeah. Sinful computery. There you go. I got that when 360 launched off. Yeah, how can you not? It's such a good deal, bro. That's because you know a good deal when you see one, brother. All right. And I got to tell you, BRG was in my last chat. Baltimore Retro Gaming. Word up. I'm sorry. I was having technical difficulties. It was like, you have internet, you don't have internet, but my system was showing internet. YouTube was messing with me something hard. So I do have the chat up now, but I noticed BRG said that he recently just found one of my recommendations, Blood Drive, at like a swap meet or something, a garage sale, the other day. Yeah! Mission accomplished. I just made a GIF. There you go. All right. The next one, BioArmor will recommend or recognize that I played the other day. 99 Nights N3 for the Xbox 360. It is a Xbox 360 exclusive. The manual is humongous in full color. The angel from heaven, which is one of the main characters in the game that is on the cover, is gorgeous. The game is very reminiscent of Dynasty Warriors. It plays like Dynasty Warriors, almost identically, and it is fabulous. 99 Nights, exclusive to the Xbox 360. This is a game you need to have in your collection if you're a serious Xbox 360 collector. It is an exclusive title. It is a beautiful title. It is well done. It plays extremely well. It is fun and frenetic. And, you know, do yourself a favor and get yourself 99 Nights. Bottom line. Boom, boom, boom. Moving on. Let's see. Let's see what we got here, buddy. I'm still looking for your golden axe. That game is good. That game is good. Again, is it game of the year? No. Is it a 6 or a 7? Yeah. All right. Earth Defense Force 2017. Get yourself a copy. It's one of the greatest video games of all time. It is the most crazy shit ever, and I love it. You know, I want to get myself an EDF tattoo. Okay, that's where it's going. That's if I'm going to get a tattoo, it's going to be EDF. I'm going to get an EDF like an armband EDF. Like I'm an EDF soldier, baby. So this game has different iterations. The one on the as I just put in my PS3 Hidden Gems. The 2025 version of this game is excellent. It's very good. It's a beautiful game. This, though, is my all-time favorite. There is no competition. This one and Earth Defense Force 5. 5 is ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about 5. 5 is crazy. This is crazy. Earth Defense Force is one of my favorite games of all time. It is an absolute hidden gem. I don't think people really get what it is. Like, until you actually pop it in and play it, and like hordes of giant ants and spiders that spew webbing for miles are converging on you, and you're just this little man with a rocket launcher. You don't really understand what's going on here, but this is just an amazing, amazing game. I can't recommend EDF any higher. Earth Defense Force 2017 on the 360. To me, it is the penultimate Earth Defense Force game. I've played many other ones, but I will always come back to this bad boy. I play it several times a year. I just pull it down and get sunk into it for a few hours and just laugh and enjoy myself. So if you're going to get any of them, I would get this one or 5. Earth Defense Force 5 is totally off the hook, and it is true to this game. And it even goes up a notch on this game. But just amazing stuff. I can't say enough about Earth Defense Force 2017, Earth Defense Force 5, Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. They're all good, but this is my fave. All right, boom. Almost can't do a video without saying something about the Earth Defense Force. All right, Full Auto. I actually featured this on the channel during a live stream. Vinny Corleone popped in on this one. He likes this game. Full Auto is a beautifully made car racing combat game by Sega. It is absolutely Sega at their absolute best. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. And there is a sequel to it. I do have that sequel for the PlayStation 3, which is actually quite a sought-after game. But Full Auto, just the regular original game on the Xbox 360, which is where I first played it, car customization, upgradable weapons and unlocks. I mean, all kinds of unlockable stuff. Everything is in the game. All the unlockables, all the vehicles you can unlock, all the skins you can unlock, all the weapons you can unlock. It's all via play. It's all via earning it within the game. And that is just fantastic. Full Auto from Sega on the Xbox 360 is an unsung classic. People that are in the know about Full Auto and love Full Auto. And part of my mission with this series is to get a little bit more notoriety to these games that are lost behind some of the Need for Speeds and the Burnouts and all the rest of them. Check out Full Auto. It is a beautifully crafted game, and it's worthy of more attention than it gets. Boom! And I think it's Full Auto Battle Lines is the sequel. Yep. All right, now this one shows up on a lot of hidden gems lists. I'm not alone in this crowd as far as that goes. I don't really have to do a lot as far as defending this game. It's Ghostbusters, the video game. A lot of quality went into this. Original cast voice actors, some of whom aren't even alive. I mean, Harold Ramis is now dead. And, get slimed in this haunting new adventure. It's a great game. It's well done. It's definitely 360s era. It's a little linear, but it really captures the ambiance of the first movie. And it's considered the third movie, the true third sequel of the series, and it is worthy of that title, and it is considered the third movie from the original actors. So if you want a little taste, if you haven't picked it up yet for yourself, please do. You're not wasting any money on picking this game up, and it's starting to creep up there. So it's no longer, it's not a $10 game, like to go buy it $10. No. I mean, you're up there now. You're creeping up there into that $20, $30, $40, $50 neighborhood. So it's a worthy addition. Get it now before it gets too stupid. But again, this is one I believe that is upwardly compatible with the Xbox One and Series X. Yes! Ghostbusters. High quality, super good game. If you're an absolute fan of this thing, pick it up. If you have an Xbox One, pick it up. If you have the Series X, pick it up. Damn it. There you go. Now here's one that's a little bit more obscure. It does show up on hidden gems lists here and there. I actually saw it on one, which I thought was ironic because I'm like, wow, I'm going to do a top 10 and that's probably going to be on it. It is unusual. Okay, it's an unusual third-person combat adventure platformer. It is El Shaddai. El Shaddai, right? There is a great deal of occult symbolism going on in this game. Just the name alone. You're literally a fallen angel working for God, and there's this whole darkness that you're fighting against, and you're an angel of light, and I mean it is an eye burner. It is one of the most visually stimulating games you will ever see. It is so bright and colorful and atmospheric. The music is beautiful. It is something unique. And again, what I wanted to do is I wanted some titles to hit this top 10 that are outside of the norm, right? So this, is it a platformer? Yeah. Is it a third-party combat game, adventure game? Yeah. But that's where the similarities end and the uniqueness begins with El Shaddai, and it deals with a lot of hidden knowledge, occult knowledge, things that most people don't really understand, study, or know about are going on in this game. So this is even an education for some folk. But just taken as it is on its face as a game, it's unique, it's beautiful, it's sometimes the color saturation in this game is just something to see. This is something, that would be, it's something to see. It is something to see. It is visually unique. And I would encourage you to pick this up and to play it. It's not one of those games that are in the normal flow of things or even collecting that you would notice. But I want you to seek out and play. If you're a fan of this channel, I want you to seek out and play a copy of El Shaddai. It is available on PS3. And it says, The Ascension of the Metatron. Now, if you know anything about the Book of Enoch, the fallen angels, and how Enoch intercessed with God on behalf of the fallen angels because they violated God's rules to not, shall we say, fraternize with earth women and other things like giving humanity hidden knowledge that we weren't supposed to have. They violated God's law. They were angels. They were divine, but they went to a human who was popular with God to intercess on their behalf. And God rejected their offer and or desire to be forgiven. They understood that they broke God's law, and they sent Enoch to cut a deal to basically say, can we have clemency? And this is the Old Testament God, and he said, no. And now you're bound into the pit. You're going to be bound in the pit until the end of time, until the appropriate time. So these fallen angels were then bound in the bowels of the earth, in the pit, the Orca, the cauldron, whatever you want to call it, they were bound into the earth until, the coming of the Messiah, essentially. So there's a whole lot of crazy knowledge. So Enoch, because he was so popular with God, was not allowed to die. He was transmogrified into an angel and ascended into heaven, and he was renamed Metatron. So this is dealing with some deep stuff. Even El Shaddai is also another name for God. El is the ancient name of God, and it has a ring around it like a C, which is the number 3, the Trinity. And it is the ring of Saturn, the eye, and it looks like an eye. El Shaddai. Okay? There's a whole... And I just gave you way more than you would ever know by even playing this game. But El Shaddai, there's something special about this game, and you really need to look into it. Pick up El Shaddai, PS3, 360, and play it. It is an eye burner. It is crazy, and it deals with the ascension of Enoch to divinity, to a divine angel named Metatron. Very, very ancient, knowledgey, occulty stuff. El Shaddai, more than you needed to know, but there you go. All right, I got some people popping up in my chat after that long ass monologue. Is racing or battle? It's both, bro. I'm off connecting bong riffs. I heard you got Blood Drive, bro. How you liking it? You play it yet? It's fun. It's fun. It's fun for like an hour or two, Blood Drive. It's after that you're like, okay. But it's great. It's great. It's great co-op. All right. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Kill anybody however you would like. Drop a chandelier on them, kick them off a cliff, have them push them into a fire. I mean, it is a ridiculous game that lets you do whatever you want within its world. And it's got a really hilarious story about a succubus and demon women and the good girl and the bad girl. And, it's irresistible good times. And it's a great game. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic Elements. It's totally worth a look. It's totally worth a fun playthrough. And you can really do it any way you want it. That's one of the things. You can approach it any way you'd like. You can go in guns blazing. You can stealth. You can do a no-kill, non-violent play. You can do all kinds of fun crap in this game. Dark Messiah and Might and Magic, as far as a game mechanic game. A game mechanic game. This is one of the best ones ever made. And it needs to be emulated more in current games. Current games have actually regressed in their mechanics. The graphics are as good as they're going to get, okay? They're getting photorealistic, but what we need is more game mechanics like Dark Messiah of Might and Magic Elements, one of the longest names in video games. Couldn't they just stopped at Dark Messiah or Dark Messiah Might and Magic? They're like, no, Elements too. Put Elements on there. Elements. All right, now these two are easy to defend. They're super cool. Section 8 by Time Gate Studios. Section 8 is you are a armored warrior that drops from a plane into the battle zone, just like PUBG and just like all the battle royales. Before the battle royales even existed, there was Section 8. Section 8 is the progenitor of the battle royale. Drop in from the air into a hot zone and just start blasting away. So if you like Halo and you like battle royale, and there's an online battle royale mode in this thing, but then there's also the campaign mode. And every time you are dropped into a mission, you're coming in from you're being dropped off by a high altitude aircraft. So it is a absolute joy to play. Section 8. This is where Battle Royale began, and began well, okay? And it's even more fun and actually has a campaign. Section 8 is a game you should not miss out on. It is obscure. It's not that easy to find. It's relatively inexpensive, but to get a complete copy, it's hard to find it out there. It's a limited print run. I had to piece together my copy. Yeah. And it is a worthy game. Section 8. Give it a look and a try and a playthrough. It is way before its time. Section 8. Last but not least, and this has had a recent remaster, which you should completely buy. There's a Bayonetta Vanquish 2-pack on the Xbox One. You should totally buy that. If you're going to get this game, then get the Bayonetta 2-pack. Spend the money and get Bayonetta remastered as well. But this is Vanquish by Sega. This is another game where it's all about speed of combat and the mechanics, and you are absolutely blasting all over the world and the arena, and you are just flying around, knocking people on their ass, blowing their ass away, giant mechanical robotic bosses, and just killer weapons. It's got kind of a, what I would call a kind of a tongue-in-cheek, like tough guy story, where it's almost like a B movie in a way, where he's like, one of the things he does is he actually has a button dedicated to smoking a cigarette. Like if he like ducks behind cover, you can hit a particular button and it'll actually yank out a smoke and smoke it. It doesn't do anything. It's just there to do, right? And then you zip, you like power glide, jet boot all over the place, and do these outrageous jumps and different maneuvers. And it is just, when you get into the gameplay of Vanquish, again, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get into the gameplay of Vanquish, you feel like a super guy, but you feel like a regular guy. You're not like some godlike entity. You're just a guy with this really cool mechanical suit. So it's like Vanquish is such a good game. It's such a good game. Like when I played this online, I did a live stream. If you look back on my channel, I did a live stream of Vanquish. Just pull up Vanquish on my channel, and I only did one video of it, but I compared it to Halo 5 because I was playing Halo 5 at the time. This is better than Halo 5. This is better than Halo 5 by a mile. I mean, this is a great game. Vanquish is an awesome game. Again, it's a little bit more obscure. It does have a cult following. It's getting a little bit of notice recently because it's a true hidden gem, probably more than any other game in this series. This is the hidden gem right here by Sega. Vanquish, man, Vanquish 2, baby, come my way. So that was part 2 of my Xbox 360 Hidden Gems. Some really good games in this one. It was super good. We're going to take a look at Tyler, and he goes, I loved Vanquish. So did I, brother. Let's go get a Vanquish tattoo together. It's fantastic. It's a great game. Don't miss Vanquish. Slap that thing into your system. I think you can play it on the Xbox One. I'm not quite sure if it's backward compat, but if it is, man, maybe I'll play that this weekend. It's that good. You know what's hard for me on these videos? Because then I'm going to close it up. What's hard for me on these videos is I'm like, it makes me want to play all of these games again. So what I do is I make these videos, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, let me put that back in and play it, and then I don't make any more videos. All right, this is LVO Toro, Fancy Action Now. Top 10 gems on the Xbox 360 with your host, LVO Toro, Fancy Action Now. Stay tuned for more fun and excitement. And more Cyberpunk 2077, baby! I can't wait! Tyler, I'm gonna look. I saw a new chat. What do you want? I feel you. All these games, no time. I know, especially this last week, bro. I was hurting. I was hurting for backlog, bro. I was hurting on it. But we love Ty Lord. Shout out to Ty Lord Stevenson, the die-hardiest of the die-hards. He is an awesome, awesome energy and presence. Thank you for popping in, brother. You are valued. You are loved and respected on this channel. Thank you so much.